What's up, everybody? Nom's here, but back at it again with some more Zenless Zone Zero. Holy crap, I'm actually playing the video game. I don't know. Not much else to say. I'm still behind in the story, so I want to rush through and make sure I get through it. Wow, there's a lot of... I haven't done my dailies, man. Gosh dang it. Well, I guess... I gotta at least get a person at the video store. I think at least the video store is like a time thing, so you get at least a bit more Denny's as long as you get it early. Unfortunately for me, missing out on Banyue. Ooh. All right, something I always try to do is. You know, if I get super lucky on the lottery ticket, you know, maybe it's infectious. Do a little quick pull. So let's see. Gambling. Oh my gosh, that's money. All right, that's fine. All right, cool. All right, let me just. Always, despite losing Denny's by rather useless food, I still enjoy keeping specifically Waterfall Soup as my most visited store. I just think that's funny. Excuse me, sorry. Man, I'm just doing all my dailies as soon as I hit live on stream. Unfortunately, oh yeah, Dialyn's here. Whoa. I'm not reading this, unfortunately. It's just one of the daily events, I guess. Or a part of the... Oh. Maybe I should have read it. Well, actually, she's still here. I can probably get through it again. That's probably like an idle... I wonder if this was a trust event, but because I haven't finished the story, I wasn't a real trust event. I assumed it was sort of action. I'm getting rid of this right now. Oh, hey, I didn't even hear him. That's... Maybe I should have let him speak. Yeah, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Christmas week. Getting... Unfortunately, I couldn't help myself, so I did a daily 10 pull. It was a standard banner. Off stream last night. And...
Asset confirmed. Want to see the Reds? I only handle technical
I am able to get M1 Grace, which is pretty cool. It's energy for everyone, which I think is particularly pretty rad for... That's probably not audible by the microphone, but my dog is howling again. But yeah, it's up to 2 energy. I think the way it says it. Whenever the basic attack hits an enemy, and the attack I think has 6 hits, and from the looks of it when I saw it, which means 0.25 times 6, I'm pretty sure it's 1.5 energy, meaning unfortunately on like most DA fights it's only 1.5 energy, but you know, still it's extra energy a bit. I don't know how much that adds up over the course of a fight, but it can help like top off someone like Bernice, who has a cheap EX, but you know, sometimes you might want to, you know, every little bit helps because it's a bit more heat. And with the upcoming buffs, I don't know, it's cool. Because unlike Bernice, she's not an energy here, she's AM, and she likes to spam that EX quite a bit. And I believe she wants to spam it quite a bit, and she's even more encouraged to spam it with her upcoming buffs, from what I understand.
Let's start the
so
experiment.
That could be cool. I haven't done it yet because I did want to, I guess, test it slightly. But maybe later. I think for right now, I want to continue doing the main story. No matter what. I teleported all the way here. Did she disappear? She does disappear. Okay. A part of me wondered if she was only here because of the event, so that maybe that was that encounter. Though I had another encounter of Dialyn just standing around in the overworld where I can talk to her. It feels like a trust event, but you know, no trust rewards, even though I do have her. So I assume you would be able to build up the trust after the current event, which I think makes sense. I assume several other agents do that as well. Sorry, I don't know why this is confusing. I think I need even more of these, but I do really want. I think I'm already prepped for Zhao, who is confirmed free, and I believe I also have the materials for W engine already. Okay, not that much, a bit. I'll do this real quick then. You don't get too many, so I'll do it twice. But yeah, I will be getting Zhao's W engine since Zhao, she's priority. Unfortunately, when I really like a character, it feels hard not to, want to see all the cool things they do, which is a shame because it's nice to be surprised, but I did this wrong. I could have just jumped. This is a fun team to just clear, though. Yeah, I don't need like a bunch of mindscapes to I assume without mindscapes, Miyabi is still the best because I mean, in this type of fight, you just EX to clear it, and then you do her big hold basic. Though I think it feels like this is very similar. I mean, this team in particular is pretty rad for clearing. Like, you do Astra's hold EX to, make sure enemies are pulled in a bit. And then Orphe clears the little mobs and, helps deal good damage to the main target.
Sustain fire.
And then Seed is able to just clear out the second wave with her very large AoE hold basic. And it's very strong, so it just tears through low-level elites like this. So yeah, they're very fun squad to do dailies with. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the main story of Zenless Zone 0. Last time, gosh, it's only been a few days. We're going to Bargainer Bao. I did see him running around Feiloom Heights. Refreshed. We went to a location in the Hollow, a pretty cool looking old rail mining town place that was finally able to be returned to because of a receding miasma. I forget if they said they were returning to maybe free money. I missed it in some weekly. I forget if they said they were going for mine again, which feels foolish, or just getting equipment because they couldn't complete leaving the location. And we see the people in charge sort of did it mostly of their own volition, which is no good. Also weekly. I'm running all the way. It's fine. And we went there, just us and Ye Shunguang, who we at the moment haven't yet, didn't yet inform of her brother's whereabouts and that it is unknown. And during this adventure, we also meet up with Dialyn and Banyue. Who makes sense because we're helping out one of his students who went to the location. I assume Dialyn's sort of asking around here, and that's what it's implied. I guess I could read the dialogue box and see what's going on, but it's fine. Oh hey, Minato. Sorry, Banyue Jr. Ooh, scattered files. Oh, an eviction deadline. Our Hebrew void. vacate the premises within 3 days or face forced eviction. It's been a few more than 3 days since this was left here, I think. Ooh, an arrogant woman and bargainer bow. I'm trying to remember what else happened when we left off. I definitely enjoy the characterization of the characters we've gotten so far. Seeing the more stern and aggressive side of Banyue. Well, getting a bit more of Dialyn, and unfortunately quite a bit of expository dialogue from Zhao on their positions, on their how they act with each other, and of Dialyn's apparent ability to hear the dead within the hollow. Very, very curious. Yeah, I've also enjoyed just how playful and happy Shunguang is. She's a very fun character. Still only getting the Void Hunter if she's really, specifically if she's really good and really fun with Seed. Anyway. I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly what we're doing, so I guess we'll just talk to Bargainer Bao and try to remember. The atmosphere here somehow doesn't seem very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tops's new business plans don't wait.
You know, she sounds like she's probably the Caesar's voice actress. And there's like a hint of what sounds like Caesar in her voice. It's fine, it's just interesting to know.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
I don't know why she's like going out of her way to sound like, ooh, man, I wonder if this is a villain or something. Also, she's sort of mumbling her voice a bit, so I'll be honest, some of these words she's saying, they're a bit hard to hear sometimes, and I don't love it. Yeah, it's okay, whatever.
You bunch of bandits!
The arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right, I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Is it like decades of a fire hazard type of collection?
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
He's clearly a distressed Belle.
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems?
Yeah.
I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions.
Yep, but then so we'll help out. So this sounds like a little side
Go
quest.
away, all of you.
Understandable, but sure, man.
Sorry to bother you.
I'm like,
Sorry.
no, she's very apologetic. I think immediately, almost like she immediately assumes she did something wrong. When it's clearly my fault, Belle. Just barging in and asking questions. Oh, but yeah, very unlucky us for not coming just a bit sooner. Holy crap, it's him. She's still there, yeah. Dialyn's still over there. Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao is pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of your questions. Maybe let me try talking to him alone. Alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What
What a coincidence running into you here!
Dialyn's voice is very interesting. Sometimes I don't feel it, like how she's delivering the lines, even though I really like the performance. Maybe this moment is harder because she's not bouncing. I think that's a problem. I noticed it in one of Vivian's lines. They're not actually bouncing off of, another like voiced character because of the format of this dialogue pause because it's in like this visual novel format. Yeah, I don't think it lends itself to like a more not necessarily theatrical, but movie or show being actual characters animated conversing with one another. Like, let me rehear that.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dialyn? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the way running into you here that she was doing.
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. TOP's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases.
Wow, look at us. We're facing a pretty unreasonable case right now. How did this happen?
And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Yeah, I always like when the voice actors go out of their way to like do some little like changing, not just reading out the words. I think it's very appreciated, and if they're consistent with it, it gives you like characterization, which it's always the rough thing when like characters change voice actors, because that it I think inherently changes up their characterization. All the little things you can get from the way people speak. So.
Oh, sounds pretty intense. Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
You briefly tell Dialyn about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yeah, I quite love her voice acting. But yeah, it's interesting that these two lines weren't voiced.
Oh, lost it another.
Huh. Maybe they just maybe the start of the they had unvoiced dialogues and started it like that little flash across the screen going into like special, I forget what it says, like special event into the visual novel format, and then it just started with Dialyn talking, but they felt like they could shorten it by adding these two lines here, maybe, I guess.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
Wait, I'm with him.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
Yeah, that was, huh?
How can she be so casual about this?
I mean, it's not her place, and she's in customer service. Customer service. She deals with this all the time. Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dialyn quickly returns, waving something in her hands. Interesting. Alright, it's done. This bargainer bows. quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind book, so instead he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out this cleverness has made things quite convenient for us. Alright, but why wasn't that line voiced? I guess maybe we got the book some other way? So interesting. Also, it's not upside down, even though I felt like it might have been upside down, because I feel like I can safely assume they read in a different direction from me. A heavily worn and mysterious ancient tome with its pages stuck together from moisture damage. Its edges are tattered, inner pages torn, making many crucial sections harder to decipher. From what's just barely legible, the tome appears to document unverified legends about a race related to absorbing miasma and suppressing evil. Oh, hold on. Let me quickly. Okay, I just gotta keep checking if I didn't mute myself, because I'm scarred from that time I freaking left myself muted for who knows how long. What?
Dialyn? How did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dialyn. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
Bro, we weren't even there. What do you mean?
How did I do that?
Exactly what I did, it will remain a secret. But look, it solved this big trouble for you. Got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process. Alright, what was all the other dialogue you said that amounted to that?
Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
No good deed goes unpunished.
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
Hey, don't speak for me.
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
I think they used repay two sentences too close together.
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip.
How much of a tip?
I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person.
I'm sure she isn't.
What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh?
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
What did she mean by otherwise? Well, what the heck is Zhao doing?
Done deal.
Thank you, Dialyn. You're so kind.
Oh, so kind. Purely out of the goodness of her own heart.
Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment. No. Even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense for Shunguang to, I feel like, note this. It feels like from earlier with how she, definitely knew, not that we were good at hiding it, that we were keeping something from her, that being the knowledge of where her brother was, and how she told us she knew we were hiding something when we finally revealed that information. But it feels like, she has a good read on people or something like that, being a mystic of the Yunque Summit, and one strong enough to be told, yeah, you hold on to the big mystical sword that turns you into nothing. But yeah, she has a bit of a read on Dialyn having ulterior motives, presumably. I assume that's what we're getting at here.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. I was looking at her lips move to that dialogue, and I was wondering what dialogue she was mouthing to. I presume the Chinese. Wagner Biao said, "This tomb is extraordinary. Talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually worked or not, well, that's another story." Hearing this, Shunguang perks up. Shunguang perks up. Banyue. Huh? This is a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the tome, let's head back to Suibian Temple and discuss it there. Interesting. Shunguang seems to just remembered something. Should I ask now or wait until we're alone? I guess we're asking now.
Shiyuan, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
Speaking of a bit off, that was kind of a bizarre. Why would they do it like this? This definitely feels like rewrites. They take you out of the little talking segment, has Belle have a thought, then puts you back in. That's so weird.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seem to know something about it.
Oh, that's lucky for us.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Oh yeah, they're probably dead or something. You don't normally mention that, I guess. Gasp, he must know. Oh, he must have killed them or something.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
They passed away. Sorry, that's
Sorry.
heavy.
I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
I don't know, man. Look at this world. You don't assume everyone's an orphan?
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love?
Yeah, man.
Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers.
Alright, she went on a bit too long to be going on and on for my preference.
Later, they came to Waifei, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So they decided to stay and help.
I think that's what gets me mixed up in the pronunciation. It's Waifei Peninsula, Waifei spelled like that, but it's Feilum Heights. I noticed myself assuming it's Feilum Heights, but I'm quite confident it's Feilum from other pronunciations I keep hearing. But then this is clearly Waifei, so thanks.
With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that.
Oh, that's cool.
I was too little to remember much. Just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy.
That's interesting.
My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Alright, well 10 years is less than 11. So, it's miasma specific, so this is after the fall of the old capital. And then a year later, I assume this is the big it sounds like the big event that the other summit masters, grandmasters went to.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Gasp.
Yes, it was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone.
That's so sad. Man, there's a lot of different disasters. This might not be the one with the masters I was thinking of.
After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Banyue Shifu would check in on us every now and then.
That's sweet. I think, thinking about it now, I think it was lore for like 2.0 and maybe 2.1. I think mostly 2.0. Is that there was like the grand walk where all the masters went into the hollow. I think the lore for that is that it was 8 years ago, actually.
Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At the time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yishuan Shifu was the safer choice.
Banyue Shifu, did you also know Shunguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Banyue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares?
Yes, actually.
After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma.
So sad.
After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Did coming to Wi-Fi make the nightmares come back? What?
Could it be that coming back to Wi-Fi has brought those nightmares back?
Wait. Oh, Yunquei Summit. I guess, yeah, different location.
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel.
Thank you for your input, Ning Qian.
It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
Huh? At those words, both Shunguang and Banyue fall silent. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was getting looked by a cat. What did he mean by that? Dwelling on the past is getting too heavy. Yeah, sorry guys, this is real heavy. Well, let's do something else. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
True. Let's go, guys. Shunguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Banyue lingers. It is just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our 2 children are still so young.
Interesting. I guess he reminds me of someone, but I can't tell who. She kind of looks like a brown-haired Rena to me. It's definitely the red, black, and white clothing, though, I think. And you know, the way the hair is over in front of the face.
I wish I could see them grow up.
No. Also, because you live in a world sure brigaded by calamity.
And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
And you can't just call them Father Yi and Mother Yi. Well, it's only Shunguang's father? Huh? Wait a second. No. A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyue back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Cool. I could. Still over there? Nice. Not over there. Oh, we got a hint. He did know their parents. He did see them die. That's so tragic and sad. Hey, there's a cat over there. Oh, orange chonky. Okay, they call it chonky. Thanks. Thanks, video game. The ancient tome. Their existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps blah 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 blah. In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine, observing the celestial changes. They knew miasma would convert during the peak of celestial cat. Now you can play Mad Lib with these, you just gotta know if it's a noun, adjective, verb, you know? They built this array, gathering, purifying the miasma, to return the world to region. With the array complete. Tough. Oh, that's not supposed to say tough, is it? Dang, I think that's definitely a typo. With the array complete, tough the evil is subdued. Yeah, it has to be though, right? Though the evil is subdued, yet, gosh, tough the evil is subdued. That's a bit rough. To summon Sobek. Thrall I'm taking guesses. That could be Sobek. It is 3 squares. That could be God. To summon God, Creator decided to overpower core, willing sacrifice as the key. Sincerely, developers. I mean, that's only develop. No, yeah, okay. So it's a vaguely random number of squares, not identical to the number of characters in the word, I assume. Though we leave this method, if descends, the consequences are unpredictable. I could believe one of those words are Sobek. Based off spoilers from the Deadly Assault, which I had to do because it took way too long to get around to this. After reading the cryptic tomb, everyone puts together all the information so far. Oh, thank you.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read,
my bad.
We can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
You know, that second sentence doesn't feel relevant, but I think I'm about to say both.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
You know, technically saying their creator doesn't seem like the merciful type is saying, it's different from saying their group doesn't seem like the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Shunguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Yeah, I think I'm liking this. Sorry. Mindlessly grabbing something. It feels like, you know, Shunguang is a very, you know, very cheery girl. You know, at least, you know, outwardly appears pretty happy all the time, and she probably is quite happy, but she also seems quick to, like, take blame. Is at least how it seems, you know. She's quick to take blame, outwardly very cheery, and, you know, somewhat childish in a sort of fun way, with how she's excited just to be no longer the junior of a group. And but also, not slyly, I'll be honest, I'm trying to think of a different word from low-key. Unfortunately, that was the first thing that came to my mind, but I want to use a normal word. Subtly, maybe. Very keen and perceptive as to people's intentions, somewhat. Something like that. With, you know, they're able to see us withholding information and seeing Dialyn having ulterior motives for whatever she wants to do. But it's still almost naively accepting of as to why these ulterior motives or secrets are being kept. But then we still see here that, yeah, quick to take blame is another, you know, aspect to her, of her character, it seems. I find that quite interesting. And I think very, you know, endearing to a very cheery character's, you know, characterization.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed.
Also, once again, admiring just the little, like, sort of, not scratches. I think he does have, like, a sort of scratch there, but also just the sort of, like, where his sort of paint job is sort of rubbed off, or, like, and then, like, buffeted just by living with a very shiny metal body. You know, just from the environment or whatever have you. Whatever have you.
I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Oh, we can go together, man. Wait, going aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Shunguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So, you think we should reach out to people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was still too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does.
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunkuei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder,
I think I might have to leave soon,
contact with the
but we'll
outside
see.
world has become even more limited.
Sorry, I should wait for dialogue to stop before talking. People got home. If I ever need to help out with something, it is Christmas time, so if I need to wrap presents, that might need to do that soon. So there might be part 3, and this might be a short stream, but we'll see. Master. Oh, come on. I think this is the first dialogue where Fairy isn't voiced. Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled at the Sailum Bay. I think that's Sailum Bay area. It mixes me up, dude. It's definitely Failum Heights from how I keep hearing it. It's Waifei Peninsula. I think it's Sailum Bay. Gosh dang it. Maybe they have more info? Don't worry, some survivors from my asthma outbreak are now settled in Sailum Bay. I think I said it objectively incorrectly there. They might have some information about the area. Salem Bay. I'm pretty familiar with this area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up and so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set. Sounds good to me. Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Cool. Okay, I guess we're going there first. Oh, hey. Is this... their names aren't coming up. I thought they lived, honestly, in that building. I thought there was a door behind me. Wow, Iron Uncle's hands are huge, even bigger than Daddy. So cool. Don't call him Uncle. I told you before, stay away from him. Seems like you don't really welcome that guy. There's nothing much to say about it, my baby. If they were still alive, they would have been 17 this year. Saving someone, that's a kindness. Not saving someone, that's nothing strange. This is a weird sentence. Not saving someone, that's nothing strange. We were the idiots. Shouldn't have put all our hopes on a metal shell. Mommy, why are you crying? Don't cry. Mommy, don't cry. Interesting. Anyway, she's doing a good job at getting whatever information she wants, I guess. Because, yeah, the ulterior motives are for Krampus so far is clearly about Banyue, specifically the Purge unit. Yeah, just a second. I'll see if I'm needed, because I don't want to stay in this room if I have to leave and do something. So I'll stand here and be right back. Tentatively, we will continue streaming. And my computer immediately started making a bit more noise. I'll at least get through this scene. Maybe I might not make it to gameplay, unfortunately. Things have changed so much back when my brother and I had to stay here. This place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. But thanks for that, man. That's a cool way to put it. It's been years since you faced the past. Okay, you must feel pretty conflicted right now. I guess I'm saying both of these. Yeah, Ningqian and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down. So they must have gone down already, right? Confused by this sentence. Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kind of nervous. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? We saved that person earlier. Let's start by asking him. Shh. He just looked over here. Gosh, I almost feel like I'm about to sneeze. That's unfortunate. Hold on. I just want to check something real quick. Oh wow, okay. I'll be honest, 15 minutes is pretty slow for this segment. Only doing this much story so far, but I was worried I was already an hour in. Oh hey, look, it's her. Okay. The closer I get, the harder it is to tell. Oh, also that's funny. The censored face of whoever that guy below is. I also like the idea of maybe someday getting this mascot defense force, or no. Protection something? Public safety, yeah. NEP's character, that'd be fun. Yeah, it's cool to see Monica still relevant. It's the same image, unfortunately. I assume because it's her movie. Maybe it's just, oh, Monica's her most popular movie. The humble miner. It's you guys, the ones who saved me. Are you feeling better? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Hey, don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right, and we're just glad to see you safe and sound. You know he's a minor because he's holding his light everywhere. But we're here today to ask you about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you anything. No beating around the bush. Rumors regarding deities. Interesting. The array? Divine deities? I guess I asked both at the same time. Thank you. I guess that expedite things. Why is it always... My old man once mentioned it once. Sorry, I read it wrong and sounded a bit dumber. My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some who'd just move up into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. Now and then, and some who would just moved into the staff, who had just moved into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. They were always asking the old timers at the mine about stuff from way back when. It seemed like they're digging for info about some mystical rays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remember there was this guy who spoke real nice and a woman who was always smiling. I mean, that's always a fun descriptor for a villain. The woman who was always smiling. And a guy who spoke real nice. I like that. It's not that he spoke like a nice person. It's that he spoke real nice, like professionally or in a way that made him seem educated. That sounds about right for Shiyuan. They even helped treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. And then, well, then eventually everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. Probably didn't work out? I guess that's how he said it, had a question mark. If it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If they were really such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Interesting. Maybe he wasn't talking about Sarah and Yeshian. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember... besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other detail around the time of the incident 10 years ago? And any detail would help. Okay, I guess maybe he was talking about their parents. The Yees. And the Kanyes. Other details. There is something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there. But I did spot this really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. Yeah, I remember those. Maybe sorry. Yeah, folks have been saying these white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where my folks worked. Back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too. No trace of miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was just fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened, and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived, some moved far away, others relocated here, and well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently beside you, well, you're my savior, so I might as well be honest. Someone else asked me about that array stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up in it. Could it be Senior Ye? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and dress in Yonkoi Summit training attire? Huh? No, it was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. Alright, yeah, he doesn't have his glasses at the moment. I hope to hide his identity from us. He spoke politely and was quite generous too. If you hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. So it wasn't. Don't feel down. We still made good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. That is maybe a bit fun, yeah. Our description of Shiyuan just won't match the character who we already seen, transformed within this story so far. Just then, Ning Qian's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ning Qian being held up by someone? Let's go check it out. Oh man, he's held up by this old man. Oh, he's gone. That's fair enough. Man, my computer did not like us. What if I look down? Computer, does that help you? Yeah, it's being loud. I hope it's not audible kind of loud. Oh, look at this cat. And it's a squirrel. Oh, look at this. One interesting looking squirrel. So cute. Hold on. Perfect. Alright. No. Not running to see the turtles. I think it was, yeah, sea turtles by the shore. I think I saw them during someone else's event. I've got important business to do. Oh, hold on. Let's see that dialogue. Fate has brought us together, my friend. Let me read your fortune. I have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said darkness clouding. I see darkness clouding our vision. There's some terrible malignance locked between those brows of yours. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart. If you left unresolved, great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you've met me for just 5,000 dennies. The heck are you talking about? Get out of here. The fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Shunguang as if finding a new target. Hey there, young lady. You have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible. A terrible omen. The stars have fallen. The moon is broken. Your path is fraught with peril. Barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome the tribulation, you need. What nonsense. It's acting needs some work. Mr. Well, I'm not great at divination myself. I have a master who's an expert. Khan is... Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. Khan is in the north, Lee's in the south. Sorry, but your compass is wrong. That's kind of funny. Sorry, I don't know what Khan is in the north and Lee's in the south means. If they're individuals, that's kind of fun to reference, but I assume this means something in a language I don't speak. But yeah, I appreciate, experts in the field, getting pestered by a phony, but I also like the idea that his divinations, while completely fraudulent, were also coincidentally spot on. Because, as we can probably guess from the 2.3, ending with the flash, I guess, basically flashbacks to Shiyuan speaking to Sarah. It seems like he does have nightmares of Shunguang facing some sort of calamity, so I think I find that quite interesting. And the position of the Dui and Jin trigrams, they're not quite right either. We've got other matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Gee, why do I keep running into tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This is getting harder and harder to pull off. That's funny. So we also met with Shiyuan. I also don't know how to say his name right. It's like Shiyuan. but I'm just shortening it to Shiyuan. The fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Young man, your face speaks of a noble fortune, but I see a great hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read your fortune. I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. What? Victory. Wait. Sorry. Did I read that wrong? Hey, don't mess with that. Okay, that was the phony fortune teller saying that. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my worst subject, too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. If no word comes when that wretched creature appears, I will give it my all. I also noticed how it flickered to normal colors as we faded away from that flashback. Sorry, I'm waiting for my own stream I'm watching to catch up. Alright, never mind, I missed it myself. Why is everyone staring at Banyue, Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. Suggest going back first. Huh? Right now, I actually want to look around some more to see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Shunguang is too focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Head back with Banyue, Shifu first. Very well. Hold on. Oh, they were saying something. I ran away in a huff just because you made that seaweed mung being soup too salty. For all these years, I never got a chance to taste that soup again. No. Looks old, but not messy. Spotlessly clean. No. So you might be reminiscing on someone. Come on, I'm trying to talk to the kid, man. Monk's bean soup too salty. Interesting. I wonder if this is just an old place or maybe it says it's old, so he's probably just thinking about he's never been back here in a long time. So this is probably where he's from. What's he doing here again? Shh, keep it down. Don't let it hear us. That thing has crazy good hearing. But what if they heard? Need we telling the truth? Back at the old mining site. If only we hadn't trusted it. The family of three next door was just steps away. They screamed for help until their voices went hoarse, and that thing didn't even blink. That look in its eyes, cold as stone. It's all in the past now. We finally found some place here in Salem Bay. Let's not stir up any more trouble. Better keep our distance. Interesting. So it feels like they got their own emotional baggage to deal with. Let's focus on the present. This feels like a normal group. Never mind. That hunk of metal. Ain't that the big guy that girl from back then brought home? Alright, son. Wrongs of way back then. It's all ancient history now. Those he saved and have made lives for themselves, and those he didn't, they're in the ground. Bringing it up now would only stir up trouble. Okay. Said some wounds won't heal. The murderous aura of his, all those rumors about him being a cold-blooded killer. It's no wonder everyone's on edge. Whether a weapon or monster, the past weighs heavy. Let's focus on the present. Interesting that supposedly and apparently you can see me walking back. It really is a heap of scrap. Aishu must have been blind back then, bringing that thing from the hollow and treating it like a person. Aishu, interesting. Aishu treated it with such kindness, and look at how it repaid her, just standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even... That forbidden fruit test or... Poor Aishu saved such a thing and brought it back. Now she's gone and her only brother... And her only brother, no one's heard from him in years. Interesting. What on earth is this? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. The evidence is irrefutable, beyond any dispute. The resentment, the boundless hatred. It is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day, I'll explain it all to you. You return to the temple with Banyue, but yeah. It seems as though he had a murderous intent in him. Just the feeling being around him is dangerous, I guess, or that he's brutal in some way. But it also seems like the big thing he did back then was, I guess, pick and choose, perhaps at random, perhaps for reasons that made sense to a mindless robot. And that maybe it was that he saved everyone he believed could be saved, and prioritized that first. And so he didn't save people that were for whatever reason deemed unsavable, even though perhaps he probably could have saved them. But or something like that. Interesting. Oh, hey, Banyue. Banyue Shifu, about what just happened. My apologies. My unannounced visit disturbed others. The blame is mine. Please, don't let it trouble you. If those words can ease you even a bit of their pain, then it's a burden I should bear. Better give him some space. I understand. I won't ask further, but if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be here to listen. Thank you. Well, that was completely unvoiced. I wonder if that's... I guess I'm repeating myself, but I wonder if it was just a moment that was just a normal dialogue section of us not, blacking, screening, and going to the visual novel format and just standing around talking, and they want that to be voiced now. And so, unfortunately it was a later decision, and so we have to wait later. And I guess because they're adding story replayability, we can in fact go back and witness those events with voice acting once it's available, and that's cool. Very cool that they're bringing that back. Story replayability. Still wish they utilize the HDD so you can have like hard mode for stages. Because the hard mode for the stages, I think, pretty cool. Banyue gives you a grateful look while staying silent. Soon the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Shunguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Yeah, those flowers were interesting. I think they made it more obvious, I think, in a mini little cutscene, but that the parts of the flower, dude, I'm just looking it up because I think it feels silly that I just don't remember the parts of a flower. They're at least the part I'm thinking of. I guess this is one type of flower. Stigma style, petal, pollen tube. Okay, can we get a different flower? Or are all flowers like this? The stigma style, the pistil. Yeah, I think the pistil is that pistil pistil of the flower is what I'm talking about. The carpel? Interesting. But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I feel like there was another name that should be obvious to me. I guess pistol sounds right. Let me look up some flower. Maybe that had an obvious name. Pollen. Yeah, cool. Disc floret. The inflorescence. The ray floret. Maybe I don't actually know what I'm trying to think of. But yeah, the pistols of the flower. Sorry for the bumpiness of pushing that back in. Those pistols definitely look like they were like absorbing the miasma within it, and I think one of the little cutscenes after defeating the ethereals showed them doing that. I can't remember that I made that up or not, but yeah, if it is like absorbing the miasma, you know, it explains why it feels like it's receding, but it also feels like before the miasma outbreak, it feels like, I mean, but where is it absorbing that miasma to? For all we know, these, I mean, you don't really have much time to look into a hollow and just study the flora and fauna. I think it feels sensible that perhaps maybe even these flowers are all interconnected in a way, like a great mycelium network, like mushrooms, the biggest mushrooms have beneath the ground. And maybe all that miasma is going somewhere, being absorbed somewhere, and, you know, absorbed until it's ready to pop.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
You want to head back?
Shunguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
Oh yeah, we went to the mining town, but didn't go all the way to the residential district, I guess? Sure. We'll set out. Alright. Thanks for giving me the choice.
Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Cool. Should we head out now? Let me wait a second. Yeah, cool. Getting some characterization for everyone. This is clearly the third. There was some place to check what I'm trying to think of. Oh yeah, right. It sounded like he said, "Why? Hi there." That was cute. Oh, sweet, my management. Free money. Gosh, I only have this dude. I will not be able to get Zhao's W engine. How many? Gosh, I have 18. Man, that's almost enough for I'm halfway to one of these. Which, I mean, if they're giving away them for free, it's fine. I did hear, at least saw someone's calculations. Presumably, or I think supposedly it's from Jaystern, is that a maxed out P5 Brimstone works very well for Shunguang. She just works very well with that W engine, so because she activates it well, I mean, a maxed out Brimstone is just a lot. Here goes from 3.5 to 7%. Times 8. I mean, it's 8 times 7, which is 56, I believe, right? Yeah, 7 times 7 is 49, so yeah, 8 is 56, and then half of that is 28, right, for the base amount. That's kind of insane. 56% combat attack. It diminishes the more attack buffers you have, which, I mean, is Zhao. So I think maybe that was unfortunately part of the intent with Zhao. You just have an agent who buffs her attack now, and she has combat attack in her main disc set, which technically does diminish the value. But I mean, she probably also has a lot of damage innately, so it's super justifiable to go attack, and maybe if you get lucky on your build, you can go triple attack, which is just increasing the value you get from this W engine. Presumably you will probably want I mean, if she has high innate crit rate and you use Dialyn, who is 60% crit damage with Dialyn's own signature, I mean, that's a lot. So yeah, it sounds like you could just get Brimstone instead, and getting more copies of this is pretty cool, which is why it's pretty rad that it's in a shop. Unfortunately, mine's only phase 2, and it's still a tough choice. I mean, I'd rather get a phase 3 fusion compiler than get Bernice's W engine, or even and Jane's W engine. Because I mean, and this is similar. It just doubles value. I mean, mine's phase 2, so it has 15% and over 30 AP times 3. I think it's 31, or it goes up to 31 on phase 2. So like, yeah, you just get so much attack. That's almost as much combat attack as Brimstone gives at phase 1, and then it gives 150 AP, dude. This W engine is kind of nutty, but you know, it has a very low cooldown. I think they're pretty cool in regards to being very similar W engines. They both have a very low 8-second cooldown for their stacks of their big buff, and so you have to play around that. And they're both calculated separately, so you have to keep doing it over and over to maintain the massive buff they can grow into. Like, that's less than, no, that is, what is it again, 180? Weeping Cradle is like 186, so yeah. And then the rest are, okay, well, not the rest, because this one's also insane, going from 20.2% to 39.8. If someone can use it, it's insane. Anyway, gosh, getting copies of this would be insane. Honestly, they're more valuable than the limited W engines that are available, unless you want Chingy's W engine for Trigger specifically, and that's basically it, which is nuts. Anyway, all that to say is I will probably not get Xiao's W engine. I have a decent amount of Polychrome I still need to grab, which is fair. I have all of this. That's a pretty decent haul that's you get. Also, I want to hear this again. That's a fun line. It almost sounds like he's saying hi there. It's very cool. Yeah, and then we so I'll get a couple of free pulls here. How much was this? That's 300 exactly. And then I still have this event, which is, ooh, wow, quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500? 580? 580 Polychrome, and maybe, and who knows if there's any more in like actually doing the event. Yeah, 580 there, a couple more here. Alright, well, I mean, that's another pull. But I mean, I have almost 2 pulls here, which doesn't mean I have 2 pulls. 3. I think I have enough tickets in the signal shop to the residual signal to get it at Zhao's W engine immediately. I'm gonna, gosh, I can't afford that. So okay, I hold off since these are available on the turn of the month. That's cool. How many do I have? 9. For no particular reason, I kind of feel like doing this real quick. I think I just got that, right? I did. Kinda. I mean, he's apparently a decent bit of days. Bum 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 bum. Alright, fair enough. Thank you. I didn't need good luck here. I didn't want good luck there. Anyway, I did my gambling for the day. Gosh, okay, we're going to the Hollow. Gosh, it feels bad to be doing a bit of gameplay and not getting into the actual game of it. But I think we might need to go and do something soon. This wasn't reset. I don't know why it's just new. Did I do this? No. Oh, this was reset. It's Monday. Duh. And then so was that. Duh. All right. I left Note 7 available. Okay. I might do Note 7 real quick and then end stream. I think I did want to test though. This.
I'll protect you.
I just wanted a visual,
A mission?
Awaiting further
a visual look at the build up.
Wanna go? Good day, Prox.
I only handle technical matters.
Because
My loyalty lies with the winner.
just a like visual
I'm here.
look at how it looks, which is a completely normal sentence that I said, I guess. We'll do these three. He's 1.2, she's 1.56, and then she's also 1.2, but she will be the one attacking.
Practice is vital.
Yeah, and there's nothing else to say. Someone with one of her normal partners, someone else with less energy innately, and then Grace herself. Okay. Yeah, moving invulnerable. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then she's maxed, and that's basically exactly enough to get Bernice to be able to double shot, well, single shot into double shot immediately.
Don't burn yourself out, Bernice.
And it wasn't enough to get Lighter maxed out. Interesting. Alright, so it took 11 full combos of her basic.
Asset confirmed.
I'm
I only handle
And then I'll just
technical
grab it,
matters.
because it's freaking M1. We get to see if it's actually meaningful. It's definitely more meaningful during Deadly Assault, because it's a full 3 minutes no matter what. And we'll do the same squad.
I only
Good day.
I'm here, so we're good.
Yeah,
Want to see the ready to roll out?
no other changes to the squad, except M1 Grace obtained. It's kind of fun. It is one step closer to the Mindscape I quite want. Alright. Alright, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was 10. I paused because as soon as I was going to start that, I noticed it did a little flash. I believe there's a little flash when your energy gets to maximum. Okay, I'm still unfortunately attacking, but this was less.
Gotcha now.
That's really cool though. Also, he automatically did his quick assist. I didn't mean to. But
Don't burn yourself.
and this was
out.
only 10 basic attacks, and it feels like they're at a decent amount more energy. That's really cool. Imagine not needing to use ER6 on Bernice. Yeah, okay. It's hard to tell, but I think there's a... I might be making it up. I'm worried I'm making it up. I feel like there's a like a white... Yeah, there's a very subtle white flash when your energy hits maximum. So yeah, it takes with...
Want to see the red scarf?
Does switching a character change? It does. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. So it took 11 full combos. Sorry. It took 11 full combos to reach max energy on Grace originally, and now with her M1, it takes 9 full combos that feels meaningfully different. But I guess it feels worth noting. I felt like it still took 3. What's weird, I need to rewind. I'll bring it up on my computer, then stare at my phone. I'm gonna go... How the heck do I go live? What is it? Okay, I'm gonna rewind to... Excuse me, sorry. Before I... Yeah, okay. That's the second time. I'm gonna rewind and count again. And can I bring up, I feel like bringing it up on the screen. Yeah, well, let's see if I won't be as stupid as I was last time when I was looking at stuff on screen. I think I can do better. Not switch account, no, view profile. View. And I can shut myself up. Okay, okay. And rewind to... Okay. Right. And yeah, she's still M0 here, and so this is when I tested it. And as soon as I start, right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And that hit exactly on the 11th, while after the 9th full combo, you just need a little bit of like the automatic regen you get from being in combat, which is, I believe, is the 1.2 per second. That's pretty cool. Am I stupid? Did I even bring this up on screen? I think I'm stupid. Hold on. I hate using the phone. Yeah, I'm stupid. I hit cancel. Okay. Let me rewind into... Yeah, and this looks how I want it to. I can bring it down a bit. Okay. Now it's actually showing my screen. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, yeah, we see this. And I believe I counted, this is the second one. That's the third full combo, and I don't have EX special yet. And I think that's 4, 5, and I'm not even halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get full energy on the 11th hit, and that's when Bernice gets to have her EX special ready. And Lighter doesn't even have his EX special available. Let's add him back in. And I think all the rules are still in place. I'm locked in, despite not having the icon. 1, 2, 3, and I barely get enough energy to get my EX back. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now this was after waiting a second, which does change up the results. Hey, you also have 1.2, right? Yeah. But yeah, it feels like you barely get like an extra EX a bit faster, which is honestly really good. At least I think so. I think it's worth saying the direction you hold for Grace can influence. Also, like, alright, I wasn't counting, but this should have been 8. And Bernice has like this much energy available.
I'm here. Stand still.
Honestly, this is kind of insane.
You ready?
Like, Bernice doesn't need that much energy, and like M1 Race just gives her more energy. That's honestly yeah.
Okay.
Is it enough though? I think it is enough. And this is like without getting defensive assist. I'm just seeing how long until. And this is without. And I used up all of her energy, so it is a bit rough. So you still need to utilize defensive assist, which I'm not. You still need to utilize chaining, what I'm not, and I'm not using her ultimate. Yeah, alright. I've come to the determination that I think I kind of feel like M1 Grace is kind of strong, at least for this specific like Bernice team. I think that's really cool. Alright. Also smell something. The window's closed, so it's not coming from outside, I think. Alright. You know, I have the entire... So, alright, I'm getting a notification from my smart TV, which my TV isn't that smart. Gosh. I think I can continue with the main story. I probably should. Is this an attacker boss? Yeah, defensive assist. Dang, that's frustrating. Interrupt the attack. This is a new boss, I think, from this story. So it's a bit of spoilers to go fight it right now. Was that fire and ice? No, it's fire and physical. Interesting.
Hello, Rep 2493 at your service.
But I mean, I kind of want to fight it. That'd be funny. I will convert that to the main team, but I do want to try this. Oh no, wait, sorry. They added Rose, my bad. I think this is correct.
You want to test my hammer?
Oh yeah, she has a build. Interesting. Also that statement, she has a build.
Let's Soldier Orphe. I'm not late, am I?
I mean, this would be fun. I will stun really quick. All else fails, I guess I'll just give him the equipment. I'll let him assume the position of having crit rate equipment. I have a good crit rate for Infernal Metal, right? Yeah, that's pretty solid. How's my Infernal Metal though for this slot? That's a lot of crit damage. I want a lot of crit rate though, because Lighter has a lot of crit damage already. Funnily enough, I still think that's optimal, so I guess I'm using an Infernal Metal here. It wouldn't be fire damage, so I guess probably a pen. Unfortunate, I don't have an insane disc or something close. Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh man, that's a bit more even, technically. That's a very goofy piece. That one also feels a bit goofy. But yeah. Yeah, sure, yeah. That's a 81%. I don't mostly her damage, but you know, at least he's stealing a decent bit.
Want to see the Reds go?
Good day. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I only handle technical matters.
Yeah, they're built. I think this is still the wrong order, though. I think it's an issue I started and never fixed when I put together that team. I think this is the rotation I prefer. Anyway, I haven't used her since that one time. Let's see. Yeah. She just needs stats, and she only wants pen and stats, so might as well build her like this. Right. And then Bernice is like way overcapping pen because of compiler. A bit annoying. It makes me wish I had a good attack just to keep this here. Yeah, unfortunately that's not the attacks that I need. I can probably do that, to be honest. It's not amazing, but I mean, hold on. 32 plus about the 30 over 38 she gives, that's 70, right? And then so yeah, she's over 90%. Then just swapping that disc. That's very funny. So why building? Gosh, M2 Bernice is just, I think, pretty strong. I think with this specific team, it looks like way stronger than normal. What the heck?
Gotcha now.
Yeah, she's already stunned, dude. I think this is very funny. Oh, I think she's going into like some miasma phase. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I got an achievement for whatever I just did there. I probably should have let that assist finish.
Gotcha now. Make way for the undefeated champion. Ha!
My turn.
Oh, nice. I don't want to hear the end of the line. I'm gonna hear it later. That was funny. Okay, boss. She didn't do anything weird, unfortunately. I'm not actually use the team to, you know, understand what that boss's mechanic are, because it was the double stun and double stun with Coletta team. And that was insanely fun. Quite like that. Alright.
Stand still. Go now, child.
No, that's funny. I think I'm getting too many back shocks. Oh, dang it. I just heard that sound. He's going to Miasma. That's super annoying. Oh, okay. He wasn't actually going to Miasma.
My turn. Damn. Let's not disappoint our
Okay, this damage is not high.
Wow. I found you. Last power test. I'll try to play the battle. Gotcha. Go now, my child.
Okay. I really liked using this team on this boss because it requires you to like pay attention to like what he's actually doing. Because you actually have to listen to his little sound effect to know which one to pair underneath.
Stand kindly. Fall into despair. Go now, child. My turn. Wow. I like that.
Yeah, unfortunately this team in the current state is not strong at all. And that's really frustrating. Alright, well, I got the compiler sack.
Perfect timing. Need a hand?
I'm gonna burn starch.
Commence demolition!
Yeah, this team clears way faster with the buffs, I can only assume. Gosh, that was pretty bad. That was unfortunately really bad. I think it was really close to 3 minutes on the second half because it was a bit over a minute and a half for the Coletta team. Okay, it was 150 and 230. I think 230 is kind of the baseline you want for any team to clear. Meaning, yeah, this team gets much stronger. First off, it's M2 Bernice, so that's kind of depressing. But also, yeah, this team is much stronger. Gosh, I'm wondering how Vivian does into this since it's ether resistance. She's just very strong. But this is pen stacking, so surely this team is stronger than Vivian. Still, the buff here is crit damage. So, oh, and 20% fire damage, so this team had very little buffing. Without being resisted, this, I think, is the most probable Bernice, most probable time Bernice outperforms Vivian. Mine is M2 though, so this is pen stacking with M2 Bernice and M1 Rena with signature, so I mean, it's very cool, very solid. But you know, I wonder if I had a bit too much damage. I definitely could use attack. I think attack was the best. I just didn't have a good attack with AP on it. Because, you know, combat attack gets multiplied by all your passive attack buffs. So yeah, anyway, it was very funny to do relatively okay with a double stunner. A double stun Infernal Metal Glider team. I didn't even use them for like actual DPS or anything except for like that last stun. And I think I would have gotten to like that sub 1 minute 50 if I just dodged initially. This boss definitely has some laser thing that I think is a bit annoying. Because you're just slowly charging up. I'm like, alright, when is it actually gonna hit? And that's sort of the feeling with a boss like that. Anyway, cool, more money, more polychrome. Alright, I think after tomorrow's day lease, I'll have enough polychrome. I mean, after this is the whole entire pull. So yeah, I'll have the polychrome to do a 10 pull. See more here and there. So I have at least at 20 now. So I have about 40 pulls on a 50 to go. Alright, so I'm pulling the 7525 on Xiao's W engine. I've had great, terrible luck. I haven't been getting them early recently, but when I do lose the 7525, no. When I do lose the 7525, I get... Also, I kind of want to retry it on Bringer, since I know how well I can do. Yeah, since I...
No matter is the good
At least they're still close.
I only handle technical matters. One, I'll follow your instructions.
You want a glass of nitro fuel?
Gosh. I mean, my Freedom Blues are just pretty solid, man. And that's just a lot of AP. And even more AP because the disc is just good. And I think this disc is pretty great too. That's a near perfect disc. That's a lot of AP. This is over 400 even without the second plus 30, but now it's 430. Which means this Bernice would have over 500 with an AP main stat Wenjin, which I don't have, because they don't exist. Look at that, almost 500 with this level 30, or up to level 40 Wenjin. And it's a lot of attack. And to multiply that, I think I will do it like this. Yeah, I have been lucky. I'm hopeful that I get Xiao's W engine. Yeah, I think that might be all I do. I might throw some yellow pulls. Knowing unofficial information, if they buff Xiao's Mindscapes, I will throw a couple of pulls there. Unfortunately, the banner with Alice and the rerunners will be a separate one from the limited banner. Meaning, I have to... Yeah, I have to start from no hard minimum. It's guaranteed S, so the first S will be super rad. I need a double S or S will be insane. Though, I think, by the way the banner sounds, I don't want to lose the 50 on a second S on that banner. But yeah, I think that's about it. I have been thinking about how, do I want Alice's W engine? I don't think so. I don't know why I'm looking at her though. I think I'm okay with using Fusion Compiler on Alice, even though it does mean her own buildup will be a bit rough. I'm basing it off of my Piper build though. She might not end up using a pen main stat, which I think is fine and understandable. Because I will end up, I think, using these. I don't think I have a good AP disc here. Oh, that's almost good, but it's not amazing. And so this was better, but like the other disc has a, I think, I mean, plus 1 attack, plus 3 AP. It's hard to beat that. And then, you know, I want to use that disc on Bernice.
Let's take a
Anyway. Let's do this real quick just to see how it goes. But yeah, I might not be able... I'm very broke going into 2.5. I hope I'm lucky. It'd be really nice to actually get a character I really like be good. Hey, I've also noticed this. This is an idle animation. Why is it clipping? That's so sad. Yeah. Okay, I applied it. Oh, dang, I didn't realize I procced it. This is pretty fun. I love this team.
Dance, dance! Let's not disappoint our customers! Have a couple more. Okay. Go now, child.
I'm just gonna interrupt the skill. Let's see if he goes to the big hand. Oh, come on.
Stand still. You cannot stand it. I found you. Last power test. I'll start to play the battle.
Oh, I was a bit fast. I don't think I got the EX special off. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out real quick. That's funny.
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. Have a couple more. Go now, child.
Oh gosh, dang it! I missed the freaking. Oh, I was too fast again. I didn't activate the EX special, I think. Alright, I need to activate ultimate and build up here isn't much.
Quit daydreaming.
Ready and waiting. Initial impulse. I'll start to play the battle. Kindly.
And now I get more energy from this. Nah, too fast. I guess. Ah, what am I doing? Oh, dang. I broke 22,000, which means, yeah. Energy is cool and all, and it is good, it is a positive, but I did better. But it's not like a massive change. I was really close to a bit more, but I don't think that, you know, one extra disorder would, with this team, would have gotten me over, 23. I think, I'm pretty sure Races M2 would have easily gotten me over 23. Just because of what Races M2 is, it's even more build up, and then a bit of an actual power boost. That's why I'm hopeful to get this at some point. Unfortunately, that point can be from a 50-50, because my last standard was finally getting another S on the standard banner. Yeah, just more build up and more damage. electric resistance in general. So if they make another electric based anomaly agent, not just like Yanagi, but like as a support, who's, gosh, you know what? Whenever they buff Rina, this can be really cool. Because then it buffs Rina's damage as well. Her ultimate, her chain attack. Yeah. Only 8 seconds, but I mean, grenades hit during basic attack, special, re-X special, that's all the time. If you're playing normally, this should be, I mean, this would be up for me 100% of the time already. So yeah. Like, you can literally start the battle, throw out a normal special, and you immediately have this for the entire fight. It's a really good M2. It's like actual DPS increase, especially for an anomaly agent like this. And it's a slightly supportive since it's both built up for shock and just any electric agent's DPS. And this is just more energy. I wonder if this applies to like the 50%-ish she gives allies, right? I mean, that's also pretty cool. I think individually, this and M1 aren't amazing. I mean, we did, like, I think count how much that M1 matters on a single target. That's an entire, it seems like it's an entire 1 EX less than 1 EX or less than 1 basic attack combo less to get an EX special. And it's not, and I feel like a insignificant amount of energy for your allies. So that's her M1 is pretty decent for energy, and so this just, you know, combined with this, I think it'll be a meaningful amount of upgrading. But I mean, you know, this is only after EX special, which means any EX special. So I should count again to see how it feels. Maybe this will make it after an EX special, going from 0 to it's still 11 full basic combos, because that'd be funny. Because this is 6 stacks. And, you know, 6 stacks means, you know, 6 stacks might not mean it doesn't even hit the basic attack 4 twice. And it's just energy generation, right? A rate of the attack. I assume this is different, but it would be a bit funny if this is also increased by this. It's like fractions of energy, but still cool. And either hamster tirelessly generating energy around the clock. Interesting. Can you equip my bro with one too? That's funny. Anyway, yeah, then this is kind of insane just to make her a crit DPS. That'd be really funny to get someday.
I only handle technical
anyway,
matters.
So honestly, thinking on standard agent mindscapes, yeah, Grace is my second most wanted right after Coletta, and it's pretty close too because Coletta's my favorite agent. I think Grace is just really fun to play, and after her buff's gonna be super usable. I think her buffs are the most. Her mindscapes, at least, are the most interesting form of it because it's like more energy for the whole squad, and it doesn't feel like an insignificant amount if you combine M1 and M4. While, you know, while M2 is just an objective power increase for the whole squad, even though it's probably mostly her own DPS in most anomaly teams. Still, it's an objective DPS increase in a way that also sort of combats the nerf in DA already. So that's pretty cool. Just increase build up. Anyway, I got clears miasmic field within 25 seconds after it enters miasma. Oh, interesting. Alright, well. Covenant Destroyer. I guess it did something special. I think it's probably going to be okay for me to keep doing main story for now. I think I'll only do this. We'll keep going. We'll go back to the mining area. Should we head out now? Yeah, sure. Oh, hey, I can bring someone.
Whatever you say,
Gosh, who should I bring?
Myself wholeheartedly.
That's
I may
funny.
be slow, but I still have 2 fists to swing.
It's quite funny because of the order they put the agents in. I have to put in an attacker or anomaly just to let Dialyn get like a boosted damage on her EX specials.
No matter where we go.
Whatever you see,
What are the builds?
I will devote myself
All
wholeheartedly.
right, these are max level, but oh my bad. I was looking at my own like, what? Why would they be missing a disc? And why would they be both like that? I can't put it in my own, huh?
I may be
No.
Asset, where we, officer? I've got your back.
My lord. Good
Anyway, I think this would be
I
funny.
only handle technical matters. Let's start the experiment.
Gosh, it would be nice to have a better disc for her. I think this is still really good, and I'm pretty sure a lot of her like damage will be 8 based off of her EX now, which it already is. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like more so when you get those M1 and M2. So this is still solid, and it's still a lot of AP. It's still a lot of damage at the baseline. Oh, it's some damage at the baseline, but then it's, you know, still an extra bonus on top of for the EX specials specifically, and assist attacks, which I'm pretty stupid, and I never realized what those were for like the longest time. Yeah, like it's just these, and like hers are pretty good. Like her evasive assist and assist follow up are pretty strong. So like getting these two skills, like, and I'm pretty sure that's all she really needs. Like these two skills, like the only thing missing are her chain and ultimate, which would have been nice.
I
Still.
only handle technical matters.
Yeah, sure, it'd be funny. All right, keeping the Bangbu, and I'm doing this in 2.4, so I don't have Zhao. It would be funny to have Zhao, though. I mean, gosh, this comp, their ordering is basically like the freaking 2.2, the Obo Squad special program. They freaking had Soldier Zero and B into Orphe into Trigger, so Orphe and Trigger just bounce between each other, and you could literally see like why that was a terrible idea. Like within like the little showcase they did on the video.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
All right, thank you, Barry. I think voices are a bit low compared to like music. Alright, we're not getting like dialogue or anything special. No, that's funny.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Qingming.
Who the heck is a Qingming? Also, yeah, she's just being goofy right now.
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Shunguang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep? The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait, it's... Huh? That's strange.
Shunguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
And then, yeah, I guess the protagonist here is just being super overly worried because of, we know about the Qingming sword. And she has the Qingming sword? Oh gosh, and so they're coddling her.
No need. I just got a little distracted.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day. I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
I'm glad we're getting lore, or like, dialogue for the announcing your super moves being real in universe. Okay, also we just had a dialogue segment. We're not gonna like go into special menu. Alright, cool. Cool. That's a very cool looking area. Ah, cool. I keep saying the same thing, I'm sorry. Ooh, are we actually gonna have like a little bit of a puzzle? That'll be rad. Like, we actually gotta look around for stuff? Okay, right.
Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line.
Were you trying to shoot at me but got stuck on the rubble? Yeah, how do you like it, man? Hey, you fire a laser, this is funny. Alright, thank you. I'm not even facing this guy. Oh, man, you were weak. You gotta activate the... I had to activate the puzzle or something. Oh, hey. I mean, do I have to activate the puzzle? It's just pointing a direction, right? Oh, hey. Ah, see, I got it. And then we can tell the... Okay, I guess we can't tell the little minecart to go now. I guess I gotta wait. Oh, also. Yeah, I can't interact with it at all yet. Obstacles blocking the brigade. Barricade. I gotta play Minecraft real quick to blow them up.
And find a minecart like last time.
I'm way ahead of you, man. What's happening? Alright, do I have to push it no matter what? Even if it's the wrong way? Oh man. I have to switch them twice. I assume I have to push it all the way right.
Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another one.
Alrighty, now we're finally on track to blow up. Boom!
That's an interesting way to go boom. You could go boom a bunch of different ways, and she shows that.
Why so quiet?
Uh-oh, I'm about to miss dialogue, huh?
Bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Yo, Shunguang, get down! Watch out, watch out! You got exploded, man. Be careful.
Well, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
Oh, it's her old home. Lisa, where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge leads to where Shunguang used to live.
I never would have guessed.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever. And it would never end.
Yeah. I remember we had a very normal table but as a kid at our old house. But for some reason, because I was so little, it felt massive. And for some reason, that was very notable to me.
And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all.
Aw, sad.
Was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also... cold.
Aw, how sad. Okay, so I guess what he did was follow the direction he was just given and took the Yees out of there by, you know, even though other people were in danger, he just didn't stop for them. I presume that's Banyue's lore that we will get into.
The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
Do you remember who it was?
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right? Do you still remember who it was?
I still don't get why we call him Senior Ye, but her Shunguang. They are both Ye. They did not want the protagonist, the English people, the non-Chinese people trying to pronounce Shiyuan this whole time.
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Aww. And she cools down her playful personality when things get serious. How very courteous of her. But also, Ning Qian's line, I don't know, almost feeling like maybe he has some relations to Banyue. But, you know, we'll get more on his lore. We know he feels like he probably lives in the Silent Bay area. Alright, any more dialogue I can miss out on by running around? No, okay, let's go.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
I wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
I would like to turn the camera. Okay, my criticism is that the camera was at like this angle when the floating boulders are like right there. So like, you know, they could have tilted it up a bit better. Maybe for some characters it would seem too lewd. Yeah. Very interesting. I like the sunlight with this level of image quality. That's very beautiful looking. You can't access my camera, that's so sad.
Commence demolition!
Funny. Alright, good fight. Finally, Grace is so powerful, dude. Her buff is awesome, dude. This feels so good. Ooh. The flowers.
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
Crumble!
Oh, good. Man, normal monsters do not get attacked at all as Banyue for some reason. I didn't mean to do that.
Max potential energy.
Cool. Oh, I guess we're examining the flowers now. Okay, no, those flowers though. These ones. The mysterious white flower. Very pretty. They got like the 5 petals, but they start out with like the 3 petals. So I guess they grow up to be big and with 3 more petals. Do the really big ones have 9 petals? There seem to be more white flowers here compared to everywhere else you've been through.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
I mean, it's a bit chipped up. Why does he... Is he scratching his...
Is relentless.
So...
Just 10 years. And the statues over there have already eroded so much.
I mean, they could have been bumped into.
The wind whistling through these empty windows. Almost Sounds like weeping.
Yeah, you've lived here, didn't you, huh?
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
Alright, have fun.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banyue, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned?
Banyue? Sorry, that was terrible. Banyue. Banyue. She pronounced it more like Banyue or Banyue than like Banyue.
Banyue?
Okay, no, she said it, I think, normal. Banyue remains silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
Interesting. The surface of the stone lion statue is covered in cracks. As Banyue gazes at its base, a stream of past memories flicker deep within his core. Vicious substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis. Fructose plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp. Frosting sticking to the mechanical joints. Tactile feedback. Contact with soft object. Classification. Human gift. Sorry.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Interesting. That's definitely a Father E back there. That's supposed to be the mother right there. I'm hard to tell because it looks like black hair, and I would assume that's not Shunguang.
Here, this is for you.
Because yeah, she looks a bit old. No, actually no. No, this should be over 10 years ago. But you know, Shunguang was too young to remember. No. Because if she was too young to like properly remember, she'd have to be like what, three? No, but she remembers enough, like running across the bridge. So I guess they wanted you to say maybe at least 8. A pale wildflower is suddenly wedged into the joints of the mechanical arm. A strange warmth spreads along the arm plate. It's the heat from the human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like.
Oh, are you blind?
This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Aww.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all cost. Overridden. Banyue's core emotion module permanently activated. Mission name. Rebirth. Interesting. Lore. He senses something and it's sad lore. Cool. Oh, hey guys. How's it going? Oh, hey. Oh, okay. Good fight. The ethereals around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find anything. Alright, gang, let's split up and look for clues. Indeed. Proceed with caution. Seem to be strange presence over here. Alright, thank goodness she stopped talking. That's right, I had to like look. Oh, hey, look, a little playground. Aw, seesaws. Wow, alright, that's a terrible place for a swing. Are you kidding me? Dude, I think this is a terrible place for a swing. You go right over the edge. Nah, you have the bench right there, and swing over... Yeah, you should put the swing over here. Maybe you could have the monkey bars over here. It's a bit close to the walls, and then maybe the kids will start climbing the walls when they shouldn't, but still. Gosh, no, I think this is an awful place with the swing. At least I think I would be terrified. Okay. Is there anything up here? We are getting our lore, deep sad lore onto Banyue. He's, you know, sad backstory. Okay. This is blocked off, so if we go that direction, it'll be next time we come back, or during the exploration of this area. Can't look at the camera, I'm noticing, so I guess they want to keep it surprise. Looks like we're still in the little bit of a... Ooh, lore miasma. How cool. This way of descent that you speak of, from your words, it sounds like not just anyone can pave it. The silhouette, Shiyuan. Of course. Only the devout, one who completely surrenders body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate the array, so you should give me more concrete details. I've already said, when the Creator descends, only I can determine where they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary that cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. If you go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, Yi Shiyuan. Just remember this. Everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose. Perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. Interesting. That was a vision of my brother and Sarah? This happened to me before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past, but I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. In this area, a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the array is most likely somewhere beyond that door. And the way my brother spoke, and that feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And that thing he said, that I know my brother than anyone, he only speaks that way if he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. My brother must have had other motives, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this? Yeah, sure, man. I trust you, Senior Ye too. Oh yeah, I trust him too, I guess. I trust your judgment, Shunguang, and I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep out following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent back word yet. Yeah, they went through this door. This door. Shunguang pushed the door, but it won't budge. It seems to be locked.
It seems to be locked.
Oh, wow.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Secret tunnel? Open sesame? Open sashimi? Open salami?
Shunguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much.
Oh, but you remember something? That's so cute.
Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories.
That's so cute. What about the password?
He said, every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now. How I'm afraid of forgetting his voice.
That's sweet. We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless absolutely necessary.
Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
When we regroup, if I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider other ways to get through, okay?
Alright, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
I get it. That's interesting. It feels like that whole miasma sentence. Oh, that's funny. It's still miasma particles. Those are everywhere, though. That whole miasma segment feels like it was completely added later, hence it being like
the monster who stood by and let death through.
What? Oh, my bad. I overheard something while I was trying to explain something else. Do I get little dialogue if I walk up this way? Hold on. Oh, hello, we're back. Oh, sorry. Alright, we can keep going. I was wondering if there'd be dialogue. No, okay. Dang, I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah, alright. Also, this lumite ore is what people suspected. Excuse me. Could be... Excuse me, sorry. Oh, does she hear the sounds of dead children who jumped off the edge of the cliff from the swings? Yeah, no wonder. No. I don't know what to click on first, man. Oh, also, is there a third thing? Oh, I guess they're both over there. Yeah. I missed the dialogue a bit, but curious.
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dialyn, have you found anything?
Why were you sitting on the swings? I appreciate the little squeaking sound of the swings moving, that's fun.
Quiet. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside.
This is a terrible time for the ice cream truck to go by.
If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Interesting. Dialyn's calm expression shifts, replaced by a complex gaze, blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
I don't know why, I would ask, or Belle would ask something like that. I'm trying to think how much, like, weird little... We saw her, like, space out last time we were in the Hollow. But I don't know why we would imply something like that. It almost feels like knowing more than we should.
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering.
Ah. You think the Canadian healthcare workers.
Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge? Making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death.
Possible.
There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Yeah, you know, if you were stuck in like a saw trap.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
The swing comes to a stop. Dialyn seems lost in thought. Cool. The sun looked lower in the artwork. Hey, what's this? A place filled with children's laughter and joy, now covered in a thick layer of dust. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designers. Every inch of this small area was carefully planned out, just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation. Did I hit the right button? I can't remember. Oh yeah, right. Sorry about that. Every inch of the small area was carefully planned out. For the next generation amidst this harsh mining district life, they stubbornly resist being forgotten out into the world that they will once strive to so hard to put down roots and live here, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary days. Yeah, I think that is interesting. In a mining town like this, maybe it wasn't well off whatsoever, but they still have the willingness to set up a playground for the younger ones. Very interesting what you can get out of that. And I'm muting again. First two times there was something. This third time I'm just hearing ghosts, unfortunately. Sorry, there's a dog at the door who's unfortunately not allowed into here. He'd eat the cat. Oh, hey. I'm gonna suspect that that's the last thing we have to look at. Corner with a strange vibe. Oh, I wonder what's strange about the vibe. Some building ruins in a small section are usually smooth, unlike the natural bricks. Oh, yeah. Unlike... Yeah. The scratches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp wingtip. Wait, what? Yeah, wingtip. What? Winged monsters around here? Ah, okay. Gave myself a time limit. I'm gonna go help out with something, and so I'll do the dialogue here. Oof. I wonder what happens if I exit out. There might be a lot of dialogue if I end up talking to the Shiyuan. Yeah. So I'll try to give Banyue some dialogue or talk first, because that could feel like it's important, right?
This shell has long been overloaded.
Bones wailing.
You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
Banyue Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Oh. I would describe that as eerie, I think.
Is it that weird voice Dialyn mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Strange white flowers, weird voices. Something's definitely off within the hollow. Xiao Wang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. Our guess is right. The array they were looking for should be in that same direction. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely seems like the miasma hallucinations, well, hallucinations, I guess is how I describe them, were added later. It's so interesting. In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move. Wait. Alright. I gave them a chance. Alright, they say my progress will be saved during the pause. Alright, well, I guess if I didn't take the break to try out M1 Brace. That's cool. Okay, as long as it goes directly back. What are all these people doing here? I assume they're about to turn around. Oh no, they're all going in different directions. Alright, that was interesting. Alright, but anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool to see how the story progresses. It's progressing. We're getting more ideas on what they, Sarah and Yi are planning. Pretty cool. I got one grace and got to see, it feels like a somewhat meaningful amount of energy, but then you realize, energy isn't a massive overall increase to the power level of an agent. Which is part of my complaint about Brady's Mindscape, so that's neither here nor there. Energy feels good, but isn't objective power. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks to anyone who watched for watching. It's been a pretty cool time. And so I'm eager to get through it. Hopefully, only one, I'll be able to do a better job at rushing through. Unfortunately, I take my time way too much, so sorry about that. But, oh gosh, honestly, yeah, I take my time way too much because it's been over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I take forever to get through this thing, so I'm really sorry. But hopefully we get through this nice and quickly, then we can finish up, well, we can be prepared to rush into 2.5. I probably won't get to the story immediately, but hopefully I get to do my Xiao pulls, like, soon. Like, as soon as it starts. At the minimum, the Xiao pulls and maybe some fighting. Yeah. Hopefully what comes next is pretty cool, but until then, thanks to anyone who watched for watching. Have a great evening, morning, day, and a good night. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't make it before then. I mean, for Xiao pulls, hopefully I make it before New Year. But yeah, Merry Christmas. In case I don't stream tomorrow, which I probably won't. But yeah. Good night, everyone. Bye.